Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining. I wanted to seek blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gaunitai, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So, continue with the Sanatana Dharma course. We, forget all this. We started talking about yesterday, the 9 processes of Bhakti-Yoga. And the Bhakti-Yoga, the yoga ladder, Bhakti-Yoga stands right at the top. And the 9 processes include Shravanam, that's hearing, Kirtanam, that's chanting, Vishnu Smaranam, remembering, Pada Sevanam, which is serving the Lord's lotus feet, Archanam, which is worshipping the deity, Vandanam, prayer. And especially when we're approaching a holy place, our mood should be right. If the mood is right, then our progress in spiritual life will be very swift, very fast. If our mood is wrong, then even if we go to the holiest place in the world, we won't get any benefit, because although we might be in a holy place, our mental condition is that we're not in the holy place. Serving as a servant, dasyam, and then we were going to look at the last 2 today. Serving as a friend, sakhyam. So this is another process of bhakti, regarding the Lord as our friend. Of course, he's no ordinary friend. He's a very, very special friend. And an example of friendship is Arjuna. He was close to Krishna. He was so close that the Lord offered himself to become Arjuna's chariot driver. This is the Lord serving his devotee. And he only did that because Arjuna was his dear friend. And as a chariot driver, in order to get an instruction whether to go left or right, the chariot driver, the person who's actually guiding the chariot driver, kicks that chariot driver in one way or the other way in order to move the chariot left or right. So it's a very humbling position. So Krishna took that humble position. And this is another illustration about the humility of God. He's very, very humble, extraordinarily humble. So we should understand that the position of the Lord is, there's no one like him. There's nobody superior to him, no one greater than him. Yet, the Lord still behaves in a very humble way. So when devotees are humble, the Lord likes that because he himself is humble. So he offered himself to become Arjuna's chariot and serve Arjuna and his devotees, and his brothers, in different ways. So this is a wonderful painting depicting Krishna as a chariot driver, Arjuna as a charioteer. And finally, there's complete surrender, Atma Nivedana. And Bali Maharaj is said to have perfected his life by surrendering to Vamandev, his entire kingdom, his possessions, as well as his own body, his own head. Even though his spiritual master, Sukracharya, was against it. Sukracharya warned him, don't, you're a demon. Don't give anything to Vamandev. You have offered him 3 paces of land. He'll take everything away from you. You don't have to keep your promise. You can take your promise back. Because he has appeared to you in a deceitful way. So just take your promise back. Otherwise you lose everything. And Bali Maharaj said, it doesn't matter. If the Lord takes everything, this is my blessing. It will be blessing for me. So in that way, Bali Maharaj, although he knew this is a Supreme Lord, and although his position as demon was to be antagonistic to the demigods, and the Lord was always in the favor of demigods, he still gave everything to Vamandev. The first step of Vamandev covered the whole earth. The second step covered the heavenly planets, which Bali Maharaj owned. And then Vamandev said to Bali Maharaj, okay, where shall I put my third step? You've broken your promise. You said I can have 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj said, okay, you can put your third step on my head. I surrender myself. Atma Nivedanam. So complete surrender. So this is, the Lord became very pleased with Bali Maharaj. And this is the point about the Lord. He benedicted Bali Maharaj. You will have your own planet. I think it's Patala. And this planet will be more glorious than the planet of Indra. And I will remain as your gatekeeper. So the Lord again submits himself to his devotee. He acted as his servant, the doorkeeper of Patala, Bali Maharaj's planet. And there's an example of a person who's perfected all of these 9 processes simultaneously. And his name is Ambarish Maharaj. Again, Ambarish Maharaj is depicted in the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. He was a great king, a ruler with all the opulence in the world. And he always engaged his mind in meditating upon the lotus feet of Krishna. His words in describing the glories of the Lord, his hands in cleansing the Lord's temple, his ears in hearing the words spoken by Krishna or about Krishna. He engaged his eyes in seeing the deity of Krishna, Krishna's temples, and Krishna's places like Mathura and Vrindavan. He engaged his sense of touch in touching the bodies of the Lord's devotees. He engaged his sense of smell in smelling the fragrance of tulsi offered to the Lord. He engaged his tongue in tasting the Lord's prasad. He engaged his legs in walking to the holy places and temples of the Lord. His head in bowing down before the Lord. And all his desires in serving the Lord 24 hours a day. Indeed, Maharaj Ambarish never desired anything for his own sense gratification. He engaged all his senses in devotional service and in various engagements related to the Lord. This is the way to increase attachment for the Lord and be completely free from all material desires. So we can see all of these 9 processes of bhakti were personified in Maharaj Ambarish. He practiced all of them. So even if one practices one of these 9 processes, one can perfect one's life. What to speak of all 9 of them. So what are they? Again, very briefly, hearing, very important to hear about the Lord, hear lectures, hear kirtan, hear bhajans. Very important to chant. So we chant every day. Kirtanam. We sing doing aarti. We read the Bhagavad Gita. This is all chanting, part of the chanting. Remembering. We remember the Lord. Constantly, we try to remember the Lord. So all of these, even just one of them can perfect our lives. But we are very fortunate. We can engage in all of them and slowly, slowly make progress towards the spiritual world. Serving the Lord's lotus feet. We can do that as well. I think most devotees will have deities at home, Bal Gopal, Gonitai. So we can serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Or deity worship. Very simple deity worship in the age of Kali Yuga is good. It's good to perform because it helps keep us clean externally and internally. Praying, we can, again, very easily offer prayers to my dear Lord. I'm so foolish. I am fallen soul. Yet I want to get close to you, my dear Lord. Please allow me. Please don't consider me an outsider. Please consider me one of your own. These prayers are very powerful. Please keep Maya away from me. So each of these, serving him as a servant. So we cook every day and we offer that food to the Lord. My dear Lord, I've cooked this offering for you with my love. Executing his orders. Now that might be a little hard because we may not be able to hear the Lord giving us orders, but we can through the devotees, through the Guru. If the Guru says, please do this for me, we take that as an order, not just from the Guru, but actually from Krishna, Swayam Krishna himself. When the devotee asks, can you sing Aarti, please? We take that as an order from this, not just the devotee, but the Supreme Lord, because he would like us to serve in that way. So we can become a servant, dasyam of the Lord. Serving as a friend. The Lord is not there as our order carrier, order fulfiller. We order and the Lord gives us. No, he's our friend. And just like our friend, we reciprocate with, we can also reciprocate with the Lord in a friendly way. My dear Lord, I would like to share some of your own pastimes with you. You can read to the Lord. Why not? He'd love it. He loves to hear his devotees' activities. He loves to hear his own activities because they're so sweet. Even the Lord loves to hear his own activities. Complete surrender. We try to do everything we can for the Lord. Yes, Sir Pravin.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and all the devotees. Hare Krishna Prabhuji and all the devotees. Can you rewind the page, please?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Now here, oh, this one, yeah. No.
This one, servant.
Yeah, I'm talking the servant, the dasyam, and then there is another word after on the number 8.
Sakyam, friend.
Sakyam. So are these Sanskrit word or English or Gujarati?
Sanskrit. Dasyam, Sakyam, Vandanam, Achanam. They're all Sanskrit words.
All right, because that's why I was getting mixed up. That's okay. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. Actually, the words all come from this mantra, which was chanted by Prahlad Maharaj in the Bhagavad.
Right.
This one. Shravanam Ketanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Achanam Vandanam Dasyam
Sakayam.
That's it.
All right.
This is in Sanskrit.
Yeah, it's nice to know that. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking. Very, very good. So now I am thinking that I wanted to stop now because we got another session after this, and then I got another session after that as well. So we'll do We'll talk about this tomorrow, this the Bhakti Lata Bij, because there's quite a lot that we can learn how to protect our Bhakti. So we'll do that tomorrow with a little bit more time and effort. Or Monday, because tomorrow we will ask Karuna to share her adventures abroad. So unless there's any question, are there any questions today? Pawan, you're muted, huh, Pawan?
I heard she saying she had some problem for visa and then she couldn't go.
Only place, Indonesia, yeah.
Well, I've never been, but when you hear from people, it's nice to hear
Yes,
of other countries. Yeah, today's session very nice. All the things you talk about, and the Bali Raja about that God asked him, and he said, "I can give you the whole Raj," and then he thought it's all right, it's little land, but he didn't knew it. He was like
everything.
God, and then he expanded himself and he put one foot on the earth and another foot on other planet, and then there is a third foot. He said, where can I put my third? And then he said, I will give you my head.
Yes.
And
Now,
he sacrificed.
That's right. The thing is, his guru had told him already that this is actually Vishnu who's come. Don't be fooled. He's going to take everything from you. So Bali Maharaj knew. He knew. And he still said to his spiritual master, it doesn't matter. If this is Vishnu, I'm very happy. I will give him everything. And then his Sukracharya cursed him. I curse you to lose everything. And Bali Maharaj said, that's fine. I don't mind losing God.
And and is that the same Bali Maharaj was in sorry, where I'm Hanuman Dada's?
No,
It's different.
That's different.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Thank you.
That was Vali. Yeah.
Vali and Bali. So Vali and Bali were brothers, but the Bali you are talking is the other one. Like you said, he was a king, isn't it?
Yeah, he's different. This is he was actually he ruled even the heavens. That's nice.
Oh, right. Very nice. It's always nice to hear something new. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Madhuben?
Yeah, sorry. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Just Prabhuben was asking about Bali Raja. Bali Raja was related with Ravan, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Ravan's grand something, I forgot the relation, but I remember something. Is Ravan's
I can't remember Ravan in the equation. Was he Ravan?
Ravan, something is relation between Ravan and Bali Raja because of they both was in which yoni you said?
Okay, I didn't realize there was a relationship between the two of them.
Because they both were in the same yoni, yeah. Because of
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
I think you are confused. It's Bajrang Bali Hanuman. He is
no.
Bajrang
This one
Bali
is
Hanuman.
No, this one is Bali Raja.
This one is Bali Maharaj.
Bali, he was like the brother of Sugrim.
Yeah, and he passe Patal no. He got a Patal na Raja hata ne. He's not a Prithvi upar nota.
That's different. That's the Bali Maharaj we're talking about. He was Patalok's king.
Patalok, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about him. Patal,
yes.
Yeah, okay. And this I remember. He is related with Ravan, but I forgot what relation. Something.
Oh, yes, no. That's correct. The Bali Maharaj, who's Patalok's chief.
Yeah.
He's how was he related to Ravan? Because Ravan went to him one time.
Yeah, they both release. I don't. I'll read somewhere and I just
No,
tell you
he
next time.
went to him because when he was fighting with Ravan
Yeah.
went to Bali Maharaj and he said, "You are my great grandfather," or something like that. Because
Yeah, there's something right.
and
Yeah.
they were like brothers, Hiranyakashipu and the father of
Yeah. And they were all called what they call not Dev, not Danav. They were all Danav.
yeah, Danav, yeah.
And,
They're all
and
demons.
yeah, and
So what
human.
happened? What happened was Bali Maharaj said, "What's the problem?" Ravan said, "Well, this person called Ram has come and I've kidnapped his wife, and he's giving me a hard time." And Bali said, "Oh, this Ram is the same as Vishnu. You better give the Sita back."
Yeah, that story I heard.
Yeah. And then Ravan said, "No, I can't give her. I love her. She's mine." Okay, what do you want then? Bali Maharaj said, "I want you to help me fight with Ram." I said, "I won't help you fight with Ram, but you can take anything you want from my kingdom." So he saw this big diamond, and Ravan went to pick up the diamond. He couldn't pick it up. And he said to Bali Maharaj, "This is such a heavy diamond. Where did you get it from?" So Bali said, "This is the earring of Hiranyakashipu."
Oh.
Hiranyakashipu used to wear this as his earring. And Hiranyakashipu was defeated by Vishnu. And you are trying to fight that same Vishnu as Ram. So give up your crazy thought. You can't even pick up the earring of Hiranyakashipu, who was defeated by Ravan, by
Vishnu,
Nrsingadev, yeah. So give up this thought of fighting with Ram. But anyway, Ravan was so egoistic. He didn't. He just.
And Bali Raja gave everything to Bhagwan when they came to ask him to give all everything. And after all, he asked something, and then third thing he said, "Put on my head, your feet, put in my head," and he samarpan everything. Yeah.
Yes. And that's called Atma Nivedanam. And
Atman. Okay.
One of the 9 processes of bhakti is Atma Nivedanam.
Atma Nivedan. Okay. Atma Nivedan. Yeah. It's easy to understand. Anyway, Atma Nivedan. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And tomorrow we'll talk about, tomorrow, maybe Monday we'll talk about the Bhakti Lata beach. That flag.
Monday, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
And in another thing, in my WhatsApp, I read some charity things. So they're both charity, same charity. So anything I can put in one account, yeah?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Very kind
I
of
want
you.
to give a little some amount. I'll send it
That's
today.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Bhakti Yoga ki jai, Shri Krishna.